Now let's figure out who is going to win after RJ's 5 things for the playoffs.
Number 1, I would love to see Ben Johnson and Caleb Williams be sent the start times of these games in advance.
Yeah.
Their last 2 games, so week 18 against Detroit and then last week against Green Bay, through 3 quarters, they had a grand total of 6 points.
My Chicago Bears.
6 points.
And that's part of the reason I want Chicago out. I'm tired of this BS. I want Denver and Chicago's regular seasons to be wiped from the record.
Right there. Wipe them out. Number 2, I want to see Brock Purdy and Josh Allen put an end to this defensive nonsense of Seattle and Denver. Nobody likes bad football. Bad football is low scoring. Get rid of these absurd defense-first teams. You've had a good year. You've had a nice little comeback. And next year, we're going to put you right back where you belong.
I'm curious, because obviously everybody likes offensive football more. Has there ever been a defensive team that was so good in the NFL, like NFL history, that you actually enjoyed watching them play? Like, was Baltimore there? I enjoyed watching the 03-04 Pistons play the Lakers. Like, it was fascinating to watch how just suffocating. So have you ever enjoyed a defensive team?
I know one that you should answer with.
Me?
Yep.
Oh, yeah. I know.
I don't think we're going to have the same answer.
Are you talking about the Denver Peyton team?
Nope.
Are you talking about the Rex teams?
Yes.
That's what I was thinking. 09-10 Jets.
You've got to have some kind of an edge to you, you got to like Bart Scott had an edge to him.
The 85
Rex.
Bears. Did you like watching them when you were younger? Was that like
6 years old?
Yeah, we're 2.
I was 6 years old.
I was
We don't
watching
pretend
football
like
at 6
you.
because I know ball.
We don't pretend like you do with Elway.
Oh, no. I was ripping Elway at 4 years old. Just like, what the hell is this guy?
Yeah, you had the same baby voice as you did at 20.
Number 3. I want the.
So has there been a defensive team?
Yeah, I liked the Von Miller led team because I like teams with good. You got to have great corners, which means I do like Denver this year with Surtain. You got to have great corners. I don't care about how good your linebackers. They keep great gap integrity. Yeah,
972. Sean, you're my favorite, but you're skating on thin ice talking about my Bears this way.
Is that Will Chambers, who apparently is doing the show this morning on the Odyssey app?
972. No, God. No, that's the 502 or whatever the Kentucky stuff is.
What are the odds Will found a girl that's a Bears fan?
I got to meet this girl. I'm dying to meet this girl.
I think she's just
I think
fan?
she's
jokes on Alabama.
She's been brainwashed like you guys, like guys do, like Mackenzie did to Peyton and like you did to Sarah with the balls.
That's right. There we go. Number 3, I want the reporter who Sean Payton mocked to ask Sean why he made only 1 Super Bowl with Drew Brees, and then for Brees to leave Sean out of his Hall of Fame speech. That would be ultimately the goal, and how he went 7-9 3 straight years with Drew. Number 4, I want to see Drake May be the MVP that he was this year. I will give him a pass on his first playoff game. You're not going to get a pass here. And if he's that good, beat the brakes off Houston. That's what I want to see from Drake May. And then number 5, I would like to see some good weather. It's not going to happen. All 5 of these games are out, or all 4 of these games are outdoors.
3 degrees Chicago.
Yeah, I would love to see some good weather. I know it's asking a lot. I saw some footage of Chicago yesterday. I hate bad weather football. I want all these games to be 65 degrees. I know it's not going to happen. A man can dream. A man can dream.
And I think you're very, very much in the minority with that weather opinion.
Well, it just leads for
I know what it leads to. Yeah, but people,
visually, it's great.
I wonder, how much people just offset that if it's a cool elements game.
Yeah. Like the snow.
I'm good with like 1 around.
Yeah.
Like give me 1 snow game in the round and I'm happy.
Okay.
If they're all snow games, that might be a little like, oh gosh.
All right, let's get to the actual picks. Bills, Broncos, Denver is favored by 1.5 tomorrow at 3:30 on CBS, Bobby.
I am going with, and look, I've discounted Denver like all season and tried to pick against them. They did sneak into my power rankings a little bit at the end of the year as like number 5, but I feel like this has got to be Buffalo's run a little bit. This has got to be the year where they do something. So I'm picking Buffalo. I think that Josh Allen's got a recognition that, hey, this is kind of it.
Choppy?
I think this is Buffalo that wins this one. I thought that whoever won that game last week was going to represent the AFC. It was a good game. It may have been the best game of the first round.
Yep.
So I think Buffalo's just I put my faith in Josh Allen.
Pepe.
I haven't believed in the Broncos all season long. The Broncos offense, they can't keep up with Josh Allen and their offense, so give me the Bills in this one.
The Bills, how many points do you think the Bills score? All of you.
23.
Per game?
24.
No, Saturday.
26.
24.
29.
Okay. I think you and Choppy are insane. I think you guys are crazy. I would like them to score that much. I'm going to pick Denver just because it feels like it's going to have to be 7 or 8 miraculous Josh Allen plays. There's going to be broken drives. He's going to get beaten. He's going to get battered. I don't trust the Bills' defense enough to kind of limit the amount of points that Denver will need. But Buffalo ain't going out here and putting on any type of great offensive performance. They're not going out here and putting up a crazy amount of points. So begrudgingly, I hate it. And this should really come down to, like, all right, if it's a toss-up, go with the quarterback. But I think that Denver's defense is going to suffocate Buffalo too much, so I'll go with the Broncos. 49ers, Seahawks. Choppy.
This one,
Oblique, supposedly making
Yeah.
Sam Darnold questionable.
Oh, it's bleak.
it's bleak. I think I think San Fran covers this game. I think they cover easy.
7.
It's a 7 points. That's way too many for me. Seattle did something a couple of weeks ago to San Fran, though. That was an ugly game. I think Seattle probably skates by, maybe by a field goal at the very end. But I think it's gonna be close.
Yeah, I'm giving this to Seattle, and I think that game we saw a couple weeks ago was it felt so clearly like Seattle was imposing their will and almost like mentally just beating down the 49ers. So I think Seattle they have been really, really impressive to close this season. I mean, the fact that you win over 3 playoff teams to close the year, you beat the Rams, you beat the Panthers, you beat the 49ers. In fact, this will be back-to-back games against the 49ers that they've played. I'm really impressed with them, and I'm sold enough on Darnold to think they can get through a really beaten and bruised San Francisco team. So I've got Seattle.
Yeah, the Seahawks defense is just too much. I mean, they take the quarterbacks out of the play here. I mean, and now the 49ers are without George Kittle. They're just too banged up. You saw it against the Eagles there. And if the Seahawks defense can keep the 49ers at 3 points in San Francisco, I mean, they're going to roll them in Seattle.
Thinking about these unders, I'm thinking about another under with San Francisco and Seattle, but I'm going to pick the Seahawks. I just don't think San Francisco has enough weaponry left with Kittle hurt, which he's always hurt. Another victory for me over Bobby. I'm going to go ahead. I don't feel great about 7. I may feel better about the under, but I will pick Seattle over San Fran. Get your picks in, 877-881-1053, 877-881-1053. The under would be really low for the Armpit and New England Sunday at 2 p.m. Patriots favored by 3 with an over-under of 40.5. Ralph.
I don't have a great feel. I don't have this spread at all. I'm not taking anything on the spread here. But I do think New England wins. I'm believing in Drake May. I don't think there's a huge coaching advantage from either side in this game. They're both pretty sound coaches. I think the best unit is going to be Houston's defense, but the best player on the field is going to be Drake May.
I'm going to take...
Ooh, you almost said it.
I'm going to take Houston.
There it is.
And this is the one that I probably feel the least good about in terms of picking. But they've just been so good the last 2 months of the season. And the only thing that could destroy this is if CJ Stroud just implodes. But, I mean, you're talking about a team that takes the ball away at a high rate, does not tend to give the ball away, and a defense that just makes life incredibly difficult for quarterbacks in general, but especially young quarterbacks. And Drake May is still a young quarterback, so I think this is going to be Houston.
This one's tough because I wanted Houston to win. I thought maybe if Houston made it to the AFC title game, that would wake Jerry Jones up a little bit. The other team in Texas making it further than you guys have in over 30 years. I don't know how these two teams combined for 41 points, to be honest with you. I'm picking the Patriots. This one will be super low scoring and ugly. I don't know about the weather there in Foxborough being a factor, but the first to score 10 points wins this game. I'm picking the Pats.
Another underplay there. I'll pick New England, even though I'm scared. There's still a prove it to me question mark with New England, with Drake in the playoffs. That Charger game, I was terrified they were going to pull that out. That LA was going to pull that out. If New England did that against the Chargers defense, what are they going to do against Houston's defense? I will still go New England.
The Texans average about 24 points a game this year. They've allowed more than 24 points per game, or 24 even, or more 3 times. They've allowed 300 yards, which is a very low number. They've allowed 300 yards 5 times all year.
I think Vrabel is going to have CJ's head spinning around with how much he can confuse the other side. 5:30 NBC Sunday, Rams at Bears.
The upset happens. The home team wins. Give me the Bears. Give me the Bears. That weather is going to be treacherous.
Did you take money line or Bears with the points?
I took Bears with the points.
Yeah,
I got the plus 3.5. It was 5.5, I think. It was either 4.5, which was nuts. And for that line to come down a full 2 points, that's a lot of money that's being thrown on Chicago. It's not like it doesn't make any sense either, because Sean McVay is an elite head coach and Matthew Stafford is better than Caleb Williams.
LA in the cold. California team
in the cold. That matters. It's not like the Bears, though, are some, they're not the 85 Bears with their defense or their running game either. Yeah. Ben Johnson has got something.
This is always the time of year where these like Cinderella teams that keep winning games, where it's like you won 7 games this year, you shouldn't have won. This is where
Rams it's going to be.
This is where they lose. No, that's not it, because the Rams beat people down a lot of times. The Bears this year, we always talk about frauds. Like frauds, like how good is that playoff team, right? Like Green Bay, we talked about. We continue to say like Philly. Is Philly really that good? The teams they've beaten this year, they haven't just pulled out games. The teams they've beaten this year, the Bears, Cowboys, Raiders, Commanders, Saints, Ravens, Bengals. No, they didn't beat the Ravens. Bengals, Giants, Vikings, Steelers, Eagles, Packers. That's it. Those are the only teams they've beaten this year. They've lost to San Francisco and Detroit twice. And then they also lost to Green Bay once. They should have lost, honestly, these last 2 games against Green Bay. The overtime game at the end of the regular season, this playoff game, which if those games flip the result, that means that they should have lost basically 5 out of their last 7. I'm going the Rams in this one, and I think the Rams blow them out.
Yeah, I'm picking the Rams by 14 plus. I mean, if the Bears can fall behind 21-3 at home against the Packers, I mean, end of the day they come back, but the luck is over here. They'll get ran through by the Rams.
Wow.
Ran through.
Blowouts.
Ooh, baby.
I'm also going to go with the Rams. I know they're from California. And they
Stafford's used to this.
Well, I don't care about Stafford in this game. I think Kyron Williams and Blake Corum are more physical. The Rams should be more physical than Chicago. Their defense is more physical and better, and they can run it and pound at you as well. And then I'm not even bringing up the wide receiver. So I really hope this Bears crap ends, and I'm going to pick the Rams.
It will be 19 degrees at the start of this game.
Stafford's doing the scuba suit. Like Tom Brady used to, where he'd put on the scuba gear under his uniform to play.
Is he really?
Stafford's like, I like it. It's not so clingy. It's warm. I'm going to be wearing it.